Welcome back to the channel. This is Football Temple brought to you by Alza Studios. They say football can be cruel and sometimes football is not your best friend. It is full-time at the Amman Stadium in Zanzibar. It is Sudan 4, Nigeria 0. Yes, you heard it correctly. It is Sudan 4, Nigeria 0. The Chan Eagles are out of the 2024 Total Energy Chan Tournament. Dr. Arizin joins me in the studio as we take reactions from this game. Nonso, it is a defeat of generational disgrace, defeat of ages. The last time we suffered such a loss was also at the Chan tournament. Yeah, we were beaten by Morocco by 4 goals to 0 at the final. Now, 6 years after, the Chan Eagles have suffered a humiliating loss to Sudan. Your take?
See, I can take a 4-0 defeat by Morocco because they are a footballing nation, and we are Nigeria. But I refuse to take a 4-0 defeat by Sudan in any kind of tournament, male or female. It is not only disheartening, it is disappointing that a team that have been in camp in Ikere for so long a time under the tutelage of Eric Sekuchel, who proposes to be the savior of football in Nigeria, goes to tournaments and not only did they not play badly, they were barraged, embarrassed, humiliated, destroyed, decimated, disgraced, put to the sword by a Sudanese team coached by who?
Kwesi
a Ghanaian. Kwesi Appiah. Chale. It is sad and unacceptable from any coach. And now that's a question of two things. One, what was the job of the two managers in that team? Dale Ogumodede and Fidelis Lechuku.
Well, they cannot go beyond their master. And also,
they know this league. They coach in the league.
So should we also blame the NFF for letting Eric Chell take this job?
Absolutely. He has no idea of what. But no disrespect. I felt they played better in the first game. In this game, it was total Barbara Dash. It's like you had a problem. You set up a guy to failure. You threw this man under the bus.
He threw himself under the bus.
He would have
rejected the job.
Oh, he wouldn't dare.
No, so he had 3 weeks camping.
They could have fired him.
He had 3 weeks camping.
Do you know what is his contract? They must have told him that he would.
Definitely. But he can also.
To the coach.
There's a right to refusal.
The job. Who don't want to coach Super Eagles? Despite any kind of.
No, there's a right to refusal to coach the Chan team.
The coach, the president of the NFF,
said it before he was appointed.
That he
I
was.
Understand. But there's also a right to refusal, yes or no?
There is a right to refusal.
Exactly.
But this is unacceptable, man. I don't think... See, this is the most excruciating game I've watched in my entire life. My eyes swelled up. My ears couldn't hear anymore. I felt like I was the coach of the Super Eagles when I had no business with the team. It's appalling. You don't do this, not in Nigerian football. See, as much as you want to play down with the Chan Eagles, boy, oh boy, the history book has that Sudan beat the Super Eagles. Whether it's Chan Eagles, whether it's B Eagles, we have only one national team, the senior national team, the Super Eagles. They practically pummeled us. They were using us for sparring. It was a practice session for Sudan. A team that had their first shot on target in the 85th minute of play. It is shambolic.
So calm down.
You don't do that.
Calm down.
We complained in the first game that Nigeria didn't have a shot on target. But they were not embarrassed like this. For every shot on goal, bang, on the money. From the back line, they look disjointed. Ngenge, Leonard, will come to him soon. Who made this? Again, I ask, are these the best players? If we don't have good players in NPFL, let's go to the NNL. Let's go to the NLO. After they said players play in your local league, they didn't say the NPFL. I feel pained. And every Nigerian watching this game is pained. You can't do this to Nigeria. Coming from the fact that we just won the WAFCON, we just won the Tigers, just won the basketball, and there's this winning mentality floating around the air, the joy, the euphoria, and then the next thing,
the Chan Eagles skip that class.
I'm telling you, they put a dagger in my chest, in my heart.
Now let's go to Eric Chell. So first game 4-4-2, second game 4-4-2 diamond formation. This team will struggle, we know.
Yes.
Tournament without a defensive midfielder, playing players out of position. Yeah. But I asked myself, Sikiru Alimi scored 5 goals in the NPFL last season.
Why is he starting again?
What is the yardstick for starting Sikiru Alimi over Anas Yusuf?
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, Sikiru Alimi is not good enough to play at any level. I say this without utmost fear, not even for the word. I say this with confidence that Sikiru Alimi is not good enough to play in any level of Nigerian
Now,
football.
before we get to security leave, first of all, see, I'm one of those.
Why is
beliefs-
Anas
I
not
will
in
come
this
to a lot
team?
because I think that's an epistle. I could put out a book on 10 reasons why you're top scorer in your league. I remember when the Super Eagles list was announced a few weeks ago, and I said, you practically threw that guy into the list because there was a scream from the press. This is the top scorer in your own league, scoring 18 goals. And then, we say, maybe because there are players playing in top leagues in Europe. There's Victor, Sime, there's Boniface, and then you list the Chan list. And then you go ahead to play a Sikru Alimi who has 5 goals. This guy is heavy. His hold-up play is not the best. He doesn't have much assist. He doesn't score much goals. So what is the yardstick of starting him? And the reason why we're still talking about Anas United in the NPFL this season is because there's a boy called Anas. The boy wonder, the superstar, the it factor, the great guy. And but this guy would have gotten a move out of the country a long time ago. But for the love of playing for Nigeria, how many players left for the Chad team from the captain of the Ikorodu City? You have Isaac Xavier, you have Papa Daniel. I can go all of players who left the shores of the country before this Chad. But this boy stayed.
Thank God they left.
This boy
At the end
stayed.
of the day,
And then
thank God they left.
this boy can barely play up to 5-10 minutes in a competition that he's the top scorer. He should be leading the line. You're playing Ejoma, who barely couldn't have a shot even off target. This guy was practically a passenger, him and Sikuru Alimi. You brought in Kudus, you brought in Yusuf, Adelani. They were 2 passengers. And you still didn't have it. Chasing a game at 2-3-0. You can't get your top striker to come chase this game. You were bringing Kudus, a midfielder. I feel pain. But it tells us the whole thing that the coach do not know the local players. Then get a local man to manage the team. And even the local coaches, they were there. What were they doing?
They will not go ahead of their master.
But they have to speak. To tell him something. Coach, this is wrong. This is not right. That's what you are called an assistant. Assist. That's where the word assistant comes from. Assist, to help. Help, mate. You can't see your coach drowning and you're part of the crew and you're drowning with him. You throw in the lifeguard.
So you also put the blame on them?
Absolutely. They know the league. They know the players. They know the players. You know, when the list was first released, we asked the fans why we 8 number stars player be in the list. And they said because of the Ogumo and Chelsea said no, they won the league.
He also defended that if you look at Sudan, they are most of their players. Because of course, rightly so, 7 Sudanese players from Al Hilal Khartoum started
But
today.
it was worth it. We saw the quality. Did we see the quality from Remo Stars? Players from Al Khartoum are playing the CAF Champions League. Sometimes they get to the semi-finals. They get to the quarterfinals. Has Remo Stars ever played in the group stages of the CAF Champions League or the CAF Confederations Cup?
No.
Can we beat our chest and say Remo Stars will get to the group stage even now that they are there?
No.
Even if they go to the first round, do you know who they are playing next?
Sundowns.
Can they beat one of these Sundowns?
The answer is no.
So I don't know what the yardstick is. The league is porous. The league has been exposed to the world. The league is not good enough. That's the truth. It tells us this thing. Get the league to the fans. Let the league be on TV. Let the fans be the people to pick the players that will represent Nigeria. Don't just give us this. After all, we don't watch it. Nobody can defend it.
Also,
get us sponsors. Get the league to the fans. Get Nigerians to know the league. Sell this league to the people so that we can begin to have top-class football, top-class stadiums, top-class league that will metamorphose to the continent in the CAF and the Champions League and then metamorphose into the Super Eagles in the CHAN competition.
also,
You have to count one for you count 2.
is Eric Chell good enough to coach Nigeria? Now, this is not just the Chan Eagles because this is a reflection of him as a manager. Is Chell good enough? No, because whether I would like it or not, what is done today is a reflection of what has been happening since he took charge of the Super Eagles.
But we knew
Is
before time that he was going to be a stubborn manager. We saw him when he was the coach of Mali. He's very astute. He believes in his principle. You know, if it's not broken, you know my take. Do not fix it. Nigeria will play better with this team.
We saw this team play Ghana.
Nigeria will play better this team with wing play. Nigeria's biggest threat when we were at the peak, at the echelon, the peak of football in the world, we had wingers. Finidi George, Tejani Babangida, Pius Ikedia, Ahmed Musa at his best in those days. Victor Moses. Simon Moses, when we had that Victor Moses connection. Our best players were from the wings. They were from the wings. The Samson Siasas, Finidi George. They were from the wings. The Harmony Case. They were from the wings. We were known for pace, power, and precision. That is our style. All of a sudden, one Nigeria start playing Joko Bonito. When are we Barcelona? Are we Spain? Is it our culture? Get us back to what we have players who are physical and are very quick. If we had played from the wing, it wouldn't be this bad. We may not win the game. I'm not saying we may win the game. But at least, you will see, at least, if you tell the wingers, please, run to the byline and cross. Maybe one of those chances could get to Ijoma, or maybe get to Sikiru Alimi, and he will head the ball. After all, the only chance Sikiru had was from the header that was crossed from the left back for Rafiu, the left back in that game. So, if it's not, why do you try to fix something? Okay. And you don't forget, you don't even have ample time to even prepare for this tournament. Less than a month or you have to, it was a quick, so stick to what works for them. Just give them a little bit of ticks, bigs here and there. Some, call it, when you want to eat food, they call it what we call touch-ups. When you cook your rice, you put your leaves, you put your egg this way. That's what you should be doing. And not trying to recook the rice. It will become overboiled, overcooked.
So the team is out now. The team is out officially. We are out of the Chan tournament. If just so you also know, the Chan Eagles have crashed out of the 2024 Chan tournament after back-to-back losses against Senegal, and an embarrassing 4-0 loss earlier today, a few minutes ago rather, to the Sudanese side. The team is coming home. Of course, obviously they are disbanded.
They don't have a choice.
They are disbanded. There's no Chan tournament. But the NFF needs to react. Up next for Nigeria is the World Cup qualifier against Rwanda and South Africa.
Yeah.
The World Cup is looking like
Mission
impossible for Nigeria. But in the reality, so to wrap this conversation up, the league is bad.
Yeah.
That sums it up.
I think it's you see,
whatever has happened today is a reflection of
what
the
happened in the
NPFL.
league. Yes, so you're modest, you're a good guy. The league is in shambles. The league is in tatters. The league is terrible. The league is shambolic. The league is in pain. The league is weeping. It's bleeding. The league needs life support. And if the support does not come now, we have never had it this. Even when I was complaining of Salisu, remember, I want to think about when we've gone a long way. Salisu Yusuf, when I said, they were wobbling. They were not this bad.
No, never.
They were off to Morocco. Morocco was a big team. Most of the players in the Moroccan team there were playing the main national team. So when they lost to them, I said, the golf in quality is there. Is the golf in Sudan. Sudan. Abdul, make sense of this for me. The league needs life support, oxygen. And if they don't get it oxygen, it will die. The league is dying. Chan is a revelation. You lost to Senegal, you created an excuse. Now you've gone to do this. This is a pure picture of where the league is. Help the league. Get the league on TV. Get sponsors for the league. Get welfare for the players. So that our best players will not be running to Uzbekistan, Afghanistan. If the likes of Chisom Chikatara, Chisome Buchulam, Ajayi, all of them are playing in the Nigerian Premier Football League. It won't be this bad. Some of our players are playing in their own league and are the top place player, but they cannot play in Chan because why? They are playing outside Nigeria. The league says the player must play in the league. If they are being paid here, they won't run to Khartoum to play in Sudan. They will run to Egypt, Morocco. They will run to as even APR of Rwanda. Victor Obama will play here.
Well, it
is what it is. Again, I repeat, the league must need help. But again, someone needs to talk to Eric Chair. He needs to listen. Nigeria has got a style. If it's not broken,
don't fix it.
Don't fix it.
Well, it is sad that the Chan Eagles are out, of course, of this competition. 4-0 ended. You could feel Nonso's passion, Nonso's frustration in our post-match reaction. Let's share from you in the comment section what went wrong for the Chan Eagles. Was it an Eric Sekou thing? Is the NPFL that bad? Or the coach was the issue why the players did not play to their best? We saw this team play against Ghana. It was not this bad. The boys did their best. They defeated Ghana by 3-1 on aggregate to seal qualification. But what we saw today is a disappointment, a disgraceful competition, and speaks volume of the development of Nigerian football. Football Temple brought to you by Azar Studios.